Hi Chelsea fans, Chels Daft here with the latest Chelsea news update with plenty to feature today. Giving you all the latest news, rumours, speculation, opinion and just content that will get you thinking, which is the most important reason as to why you watch these videos. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. So today there's been plenty of updates regarding the futures of individuals coming in and going out of the club. But I want to start with Frank Lampard, and I'm going to feature a video later on this week as we build up to the beginning of the Premier League season next Monday. Looking at where we think we're going to be this season. Just how much of the gap between us to Liverpool and Man City are we going to close with the signings that we've made? And it looks as though we're still not finished with those signings. Now, I had already recorded a video last week, pressure for Frank Lampard, with the levels of expectation from the Chelsea fans with the signings that we've made and the Chelsea board, and obviously with more signings through the door, that could possibly change. So I'll do an updated video later this week. But talking of the pressure on Frank Lampard, we all know that the Chelsea board have backed him and they're willing to buy into the project, the long-term project, which is what he started last season. Now, at the moment, all you're seeing on social media is people giving their opinions on where we think we're going to finish. Are we going to win the title? We should be close to the title because of how much money we've spent. Blah, blah, blah. And one of them, Toni at TalkSport, who's always got an opinion. I personally, this is my own opinion, I don't know why the bloke's a pundit. What has he ever achieved in the game himself? What has he won? You know, you can listen to these pundits when you watch football, you listen to people on the radio that have been serial winners, that have been within teams that have won the big trophies. This guy, I don't know why he's got an opinion that people want to listen to. But anyway, his opinion today on Frank Lampard was this: if you're Chelsea boss, you're probably the first Premier League boss to get sacked. It counts nothing for him being an ex-Chelsea player based on how Abramovich runs the football club. And he's talking of the pressure to deliver. And if Frank Lampard doesn't improve or get anywhere near a title challenge this season, then he believes he's going to be sacked and out the door. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that Cascarino's just far off, that he just needs to... You know, we need to understand that the foreign players coming into the Premier League need time to settle. They need at least a season to bed in. And I'm sure Frank will be given the time. Obviously, we want to finish top four and try and do our best to win a trophy in the cup competitions or Champions League, of course. But all we're looking for is a bit of improvement from where we were last year to close the gap to Liverpool and Man City. That's where I am at the moment. Might change in the coming days, but that's where I am. Let me know what you think about what Cascarino has said. Comment section below. So to news, big news regarding two players, and the first is Michy Batshuayi. Now we all know Batshuayi's contract is due to expire, and Chelsea were worried about losing him for free. Bearing in mind, it's clear he's no longer part of Frank Lampard's plans. Now we've signed Timo Werner. We've got Timo Werner, we've got Olivier Giroud and Tammy Abraham. That's the three for Frank in the squad this year. Michy Batshuayi, not part of it. Chelsea have managed to convince him to sign a brand new contract. They're going to send him out on loan by the looks of it to Crystal Palace. And then at the end of the loan, Chelsea then can command a fee for Batshuayi rather than lose him for nothing. The fact that Batshuayi's agreed it means that obviously shows that the club and him are still on great terms. Fair play. But expect Michy Batshuayi to be leaving in the coming days, and he'll be going off on loan to Crystal Palace. So what does that move mean for Conor Gallagher, who was lined up to go and join Crystal Palace, and there was reports that he had already been speaking to Palace over the potential deal. Obviously, whatever happened with Roy Hodgson and Crystal Palace's plans have changed, and they've gone after Batshuayi instead. Premier League rules mean you can't loan more than one player from a Premier League club. As a result, it looks as though Conor Gallagher is currently in talks with two other Premier League clubs at the moment, West Brom and Dirty Leeds. So we have to wait and see what's going to happen with Conor Gallagher. But he looks as though he's on his way out this season, along with Lampards and plenty of others, to get experience in the Premier League. which hopefully will put him in good stead for when he comes back at the end of the season. Another player who's confirmed as gone, which was reported yesterday, Kenedy has joined Granada in La Liga, and he'll spend another season out there on loan. He's still contracted for a while, so hopefully Chelsea will try and negotiate a possible fee at the end of the loan, but we have to wait and see. But Kenedy is confirmed as gone, and as I say, we wait for news on Batshuayi and Conor Gallagher, which look like being done this week. Another player who looks like being done, and I have to say, personally, I can't really understand it, and I don't know why it's happening, but Fikayo Tomori has been allowed to go on loan to Everton, who are in advanced talks with Tomori, and that deal looks to be coming to be done again this week. Another big move, loan move away from the first team for someone that I thought, based on my own opinion, that Zouma and Tamori were up there ahead of Christensen and Zouma. Obviously, there was reports last season that Tomori was the one that's going to be sent out on loan again. Bearing in mind we had David Luiz in the squad. Luiz was sold, Tomori was kept at Chelsea, and for the most part played well when he was in the team. Keep saying it, but something happened there, and it looks as though now Thiago Silva's come in. Chelsea will get what they wanted to do 12 months down the line, and Tamori will go out on loan. Hopefully, Carlo Ancelotti at Everton, his link with Roman Abramovich, still on really good terms despite obviously being sacked from Chelsea a few years back. But Tamori with a chance to go on loan to Everton, who are making some impressive signings themselves this year, should be good for Tamori, and hopefully can get in and play the majority of the season. That's what these loans are all about. It's getting first team football in the Premier League. Gallagher, Batshuayi, Tomori. Not so much Batshuayi to get a fee at the end of it, but Tomori and Gallagher in particular, and Ethan Ampadu, so important that they're playing, and hopefully they will be. So yeah, expecting that one be done as well. Tomori to Everton. Obviously, you guys watch YouTube videos, you watch all the other Chelsea creators, I'm sure, and the main channel. And I just wanted to focus on a tweet that Carefree Youth put out today, and I thought I saw it when I was watching the Chelsea video that was put out last week. Carefree Youth said this: the Premier League season starts for us on Monday. The international players will start coming back tomorrow. The club and Frank Lampard will want the squad trimmed for training. So he's only working with the players that he's going to have with him this season. And when you look at that video that Chelsea put out last Friday, you can see the divide already. Already before the confirmed loan moves, Kenedy was training with their development squad. Danny Drinkwater is. Michy Batshuayi is. David Zappacosta is. And Tiumi Bakayoko are. And that's interesting. Rather than have them around the first team players, they've literally been sort of shunned to the development squad for Frank to focus primarily on the players that he's got here with him that he wants to be part of his plans. And I think that's quite important. So, as I say, plenty of loan moves gone already. Expect Bakayoko and Drinkwater as well as Zappacosta. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So let's get talking shirt numbers. And as we know, Pedro left the club, number 11. And Timo Werner's come in, and that's his preferred number. He takes over the number 11. Now, Hakim Ziyech's number is 22, and it looks as though Christian Pulisic is more than happy to hand that shirt number over. With Willian leaving, Christian Pulisic is believed to be taking the number 10. From now, moving forward. So Timo Werner, 11, Ziyech, 22, Christian Pulisic, number 10. So what about Kai Havertz and his favourite number, which is 29? It looks as though Fikayo Tomori, who's going to be going out on loan to Everton, was more than willing to hand the shirt number over anyway. So Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic all get their favourite shirt numbers this season. Finally, I just want to talk about some stick that Frank Lampard's been getting from the press, because he's owned up to the fact that sometimes he talks to his wife about issues with players at the training ground or just in general, and he's getting some stick for it. But we'll talk to our partners, right? Of course you do. Obviously there's some things you can't tell them, if there's things that must remain confidential, of course, but I just can't see the furor about it. And this is where it's come from. Frank Lampard was talking to the High Performance podcast, and he said this: "Sometimes I go, Christine, what do you think about this problem? I've got a player here and he didn't turn up for training yesterday, but we still probably need him on the weekend. What do you think?" She would then say, "Does he have a girlfriend or wife? Is there a problem? Have you spoken to them? Maybe you should speak to them." And I'm like, yeah, I'm very fortunate to have someone to bounce off at home. She's not picking what fullback we're going to play at the weekend, but at the same time, if I have certain issues that are life issues, and actually football issues sometimes, I can definitely go home and ask. It's just a different view, a different opinion. And I don't actually see nothing wrong with that, but he's got some right old stick about the fact that all this under the thumb nonsense. It just sort of tickled me, and I just wanted to go through it because we all do it, don't we? That's it from me today, guys. This is the Chelsea news update with me, Chels Daft. If you like the video, smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, but make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss when my videos come out. Make sure you check the other videos listed here for more content from my channel. And most importantly of all, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have a good evening. See you all tomorrow.